Imagine this, it's 2022 LCQ, it's 12-11 and map 3 of the upper finals, one round off of OT. One play decides your fate for the entire map. In this position, Rise Esports throw a fake against 100 Thieves.
And this is going to be a retake. They're going towards A. Rise has thrown 100 Thieves. Handshake, and this is possibly the final retake 100 Thieves has before the lower bracket. Rise come up with 2. They started off 3 members of 100 Thieves stand. Ethan comes up with a frag. Is this going to be enough? Nitro not able to get it just yet, and it's going to be huge.
In this video, I'm going to go over how teams reliably create fakes in these tense situations, often relying on the most creative combinations of util. I'm Adarsh, I'm a Valorant coach, and this is my thesis on what makes a good fake in pro play. It needs 3 things in order to be considered effective, and it needs 2 more criteria in order to really sell the fake. The first one is the presence of 3 or more players in the fake. If you're convinced that, 3 or more players are rushing onto the site, then you can convince them that you're actually taking the site. 2, overwhelming force, which is oftentimes a combination of like ultimate abilities like KJ, K-ults, etc. and a movement duelist capitalizing on those ults, creating more pressure. For example, if the enemy hears Jet raise a movement duelist, a dive duelist, heading onto the site, and they see, oh my god, I'm being killjoy ulted, then they can assume that, oh, the site's being taken. 3, a read that 1 or 2 players play on that site, thus calling other players from the other site / extremities in order to draw rotates, creating like a saving private Ryan situation. For example, if 2 players play on the site and like you fade ult and killjoy ult them and they see Jet dash into the site, they're gonna be like, oh my god, I'm being just bombarded with util, I am just gonna be so screwed if they rush over. Teammates on A, can you help me and rotate over, for example. You draw rotates if they're playing on site, or if they're playing off the site, then you can just create that fake pressure using those ults, and they're going to be like, oh my god, I don't even know what's happening, but I'm going to assume that they're taking the site. The 2 optional criteria are conditioning in prior rounds of going fast with that ult. For example, Ascent B main, you can go fast KO ult B main 1 round and take the site, and the second KO ult you use, you can be like, oh my god, I have a fake idea. You KO ult, you might be able to KJ ult that even, you can jet dash into switch, and then you can take A for free, for example, because they're going to assume that it's going to be the same type of hit as previously. And then finally, any ults that may cut off and muddy the opponent's ability to hear, causing them to be an unreliable narrator. For example, Fade, Omastra, they all kind of muddy your hearing, and thus they will put a lot more pressure because you're losing one of your senses. So they can't really hear what's happening, they only have their eyes. With that, I have 4 examples to exemplify this, with 2 coming from Tier 1, 1 coming from Tier 2, and 1 coming from GC. Let's get started. For our first example, we're looking at Koi versus NRG's 2023 lock-in, the first franchise tournament. An important part of this fake is how many people's presence they'll show on here. They're going to show Omen, Sova, Breach, Util, all over here. If you can show them like 4 to 5 people's presence on the site, then you'll be golden. For example,
Seen a couple of setups for retake.
No point saving now.
here we'll see Breach Aftershock, Breach Stun, Jet dashes in the site. If you can support your duelist with enough util to get a pick, then you can ease gang one on the site is going to be the most effective way to build pressure. For example here, this gets one CT, kind of halting their fast retake. As you can see, they're going to try to create more pressure onto C with Omen and Breach. Artist Gang 1 is huge to counteract the fast retake, otherwise their plan's going to be foiled. And 2, it really puts pressure on them because now they lack their info agent, now they don't have as much info on the site, so they can only really assume that, C is just going to be the site that we have to retake. Maybe we can beat the timing, A, just rotate instantly and try to retake that fast, you know? So because Artist gets a kill CT, they just abandon A. They just gamble it because they have to make up for the lack of people somehow. Koi has seen basically every member to be present on C, so they abandon A because in their minds, everyone is on C and C is the site that is open for the attacker's game plan now. Also, they don't walk up A in the beginning because they know, oh my god, Killjoy isn't on C. So we have to be a lot more careful A. We have to play a lot more slow A, which is also a nice touch, also a nice adjustment from the attackers. Energy uses the Killjoy to buy them more time to get to A, to support Artis's lurk through Garage, and to sell the fake on C even more. Artis's lurk also allows them for a flank opportunity later in the round through Garage into the flank, and it also gives them a lot more information about if they're actually C or if they maybe have read the read and are rotating back A. They even try to re-clear mid, but because Artis is in such a deep position, Victor is also able to support him through Garage, and they have this really nice double lurk they can afford to do because no one's on A because of their fake. Star XO is lost, and he thinks it's planted C when it's in reality planted A, and Energy just converted this beautiful round. It's a beautiful round. Sound was murky on C because of Breach Util, because of Sova Util, and Energy convert this and play this beautifully for the last round of the half. And it's beautiful. That goes our first example. It's a really damn good one. Number 2 is the example. It's 100 Thieves versus Rise 2022 LCQ. Rise has Astral, Soval, and Jedal. 100 Thieves have Cypher, Astra, and Jedal. They all have pretty damn decent ults, but let's see how Rise specifically uses their ults in order to produce an effective fake.
Who's first to peek?
Want to fight it?
Is this drone with Cosmic Divide?
As you can see, Rise kind of cuts off the sight in a weird way. They don't really cut it off like this, for example. They cut it off more so like this. And why, you may ask? Well, it's because it kind of forces the defender's backside, for example in this area right here, or the Jet on top of C default, it forces them to fight almost. You either have to, like, if you're plat, you're kind of screwed because you have this Sova ult also coming online, but also you force this Jet to either fight through the wall or just play retake and not know what's happening beyond this wall, as you will be able to see.
Dueling Blade Storms, almost the first peak in our game. Up the gut goes the Hunter's Fury. It's gonna be Asuna.
Alright, if you're 100 Thieves, what do you do here? You see that Sova is being committed towards C, trying to clear out the site. Jet is physically updrafting onto C, and you have Astra Wall just being really difficult for you to even know how they're scaling out onto site and what's going on. If you're 100 Thieves in this scenario, you automatically can assume that it's C because they're using so much stuff on there. They have so much pressure on C that it doesn't even make sense for them to go A here. But in fact, guess what they do?
It's gonna be Shanks who's coming out.
Once Rise see that 100 Thieves have committed this Astral to C, they immediately know that, oh my god, it's accelerate here and just to take A because A is free for the taking.
With this one, the fight doesn't actually secure a kill on either side, and this is going to be a retake. They're going towards A. Rise has thrown 100 Thieves for a loop. Vans, this is going to be a full 5v5 retake for the game or overtime.
And a quick divide on top of that for the defense, so you're going to have to work quick out of this one too. They have a neural theft for 100 Thieves, and to get this early kill onto
the 5v5 retake, Jez is going to lurk through B since they have the timing to, or maybe they'll just go back A, who knows. But Rise is fully able to set up here. They have full they can play like full crossfires on site. They have a lot of util. Phoenix tries to get aggressive towards CT, which is nice since you do have that space to work with. But it's just a beautiful round because 100 Thieves was just bamboozled by the fake, which who wouldn't be, if I'm being real? Who wouldn't be?
Neptune, who was looking to go aggressive, but they're doubling up towards Hell. Perfect position right now for the pulse plan for the attackers. Utilities coming out the wazoo for both of these teams, but once all of this clears out with the smokes, here comes the push from 100 Thieves.
Hearts pounding, hands shaking. This is possibly the final retake 100 Thieves has before the lower bracket. Rise come up with 2. They started off 3 members of 100 Thieves stand. Ethan comes up with a frag. Is this going to be enough? Nitro not able to get it just yet, and it's going to be Kiko who leads.
convert the post plant with well-played crossfires with Phoenix util since it's like 2022. It's a meta. But this is a trip to the grand finals. If Rise loses, then they'll probably take to OT and lose, if I'm being real. Since it's super high stakes, it's one round off of OT, it's legitimately the highest stakes it could ever be. They make the correct play by using a fake because it's a gamble, but it works. And that concludes our second example. Third example, we go to Champs 2022 with XSET versus XERXIA on Icebox. If you notice at the top, this is 2022, this is Chamber meta, right? They're playing some really interesting comps, some really unique comps that I wish we would see, kind of, I'm gonna be honest. But XERXIA utilized the Yoru in their comp, they have a Yoru, and they also have an Astra. They utilize both of those agents in their comp beautifully in order to really sell a fake. Yorus are incredibly dangerous in fakes, they can create that pressure and then TP back like it never even existed, almost like the gaslighter of like comps, for example. Yeah, let's see how XERXIA produce a pistol fake.
Hey, a lot.
He orb mid, orb mid.
ใกล้ได้แล้วก็ปิดมากก่อนปิดมากก่อนนะปิดมากก่อน
Nothing, quiet. Not even open up.
Or B, top B.
Getting info mid.
And a no close fight.
Okay, so notice how the KO knife kinda actually works against them here. They detect Astra here, and they can only really assume that that's because Astra has such universal util. You can basically always assume that if Astra's alone, that she's a lurk. Now, XA here, they don't really want to try to re-clear this and maybe fight the Astra. Instead, they predict it's going to be B, especially with the util that's being thrown on B, and thus they plan for a fast retake. However, as you'll see here, the Yoru taps bomb and then TP's back, gaslighting the defense into thinking it's a B hit.
I hear Astra lower. He's running.
ต้องเยลโล่อยู่
Okay.
Up B, B execute.
Okay, I'm coming.
3 up B.
Could be kitchen, guys. Could be kitchen. Fast retake, I'm coming. I suck bomb, I suck bomb! He sucked!
Big landing. I'm flashing high right.
I think danger
Flash, flash, flash.
off fake maybe A your TP
Let's go fight him on the cross!
Yeah, it is fake, it is fake, it is fake.
It's a fake already.
What?
And they all bite. All of them are AP.
จากหลังดันได้เจมส์
This is also a nice touch. Astra and Chamber both take the site, and then they also kind of play aggressive positions and really capitalize that the defense is allowing them because of the fake. On top of that, they plant open, like planting here or Gen is probably going to be the best play in this scenario because you are able to spam both top site and generator really easily from anywhere in the post plant.
จากข้างล่างได้นะ
we flanking
Can't flank, we shouldn't flank.
They're fighting.
He said.
They
I'm gonna
smoke
remember
spawn.
through. Can you guys go
I'm
through
gonna
spawn
no
right now?
close, yeah.
Can you guys go through with that?
Yeah, I'm dogging it.
One close,
Yeah.
Astra.
ไปล็อกยิงขวาล็อกยิงขวากันรับเตอร์จอ
You can see all 5 of them kind of move back. 2 of them are holding the flank. 3 of them are waiting for the full retake to come in. They're able to play back and just win out this post plant. It's not even close. Exa attempts something, but XERXIA just start off strong on their pistol because the wall doesn't even cover the bomb.
รับเตอร์จอรับเตอร์จอ
Let's go maze. They're gonna play after
come
plan.
with me come maze with me ขึ้นเนละเดี๋ยวกูไม่ได้
Dog, guys.
I got
Me
hot.
too.
Even though Exits try something, XERXIA just start off strong on their pistol, and it's a beautiful fake in tier 1 gameplay. Beautiful. For the last example from Game Changers, I cheat a little because I coach a Game Changers team, so I used a clip for my own team, 10x. We're playing Sunset, our map pick, this round of 8 in NAGC qualifiers, and we were mounting a comeback from being down 4-10 at the half, and after the pistol. This round, my IGL calls a fake since we're being blatantly obvious with our hits, knowing that the enemy would recognize the pattern. The other team, Oomfies, is also starting to feel the pressure, and they start reacting and kind of slipping up a tiny bit more. We exploit that really heavily in this round, and we use conditioning previously in order to really sell this fake.
Kill knife, kill knife, kill knife.
Yeah, I'm staying back then.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
I'm just gonna fall and then instantly run away.
I'm gonna leave this right here just in case there's something special.
Hold on, let me stand left side.
There.
I didn't put a trophy by the way.
We need like one trophy.
Yeah, I'm.
So we wait out the KO knife B main, right? They detect nothing, and they also see 3 people on A. They see Fake, they see Breach Util, who's just making a lot of noise, and they see Neon sliding out. So what do? They can assume that, oh, it's probably an A hit. And notice how we continue to amp the pressure on A in order to really sell this fake.
Yeah, I'm smoking.
Hold on, I'm okay.
Careful, there might be.
Face smoke this.
We even use a Breach ult here, convincing them that it must be A. We use a lot of the same condition util that we used to hit A in previous rounds, and thus using the ult makes the fake even more convincing. The opportunity cost of a team using an ult and not taking space with it is usually worse than if you do, which is why using ults is better in this case, because you kind of subvert those expectations. Breach is also making so much noise on top of that, so there's no doubt in the defenders' minds that, oh, it has to be A.
Yeah.
They smoked us though.
I got you. Flashing out.
Right?
Yeah, you guys have sight.
You're low.
Breach gets a pick CT, and our Neon is about to get a pick on this KO upper, thus making it just so much pressure on A. They have to in order to equalize, and thus, more oftentimes than not, you'll see teams just taking fights and trying to get an equal position. However, as you will see here, it doesn't work out, and it turns into a 4v3.
Stick to B.
We also see a Cypher top mid here, which enables us to take B.
I got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, there's 2 here, 2 here, 2
Backside.
here.
I'm playing for us. Play back.
That trip is fucked.
Man advantage. They have
Yeah.
no switch,
No smokes either.
no trip plan, no trip
Play
plan.
back.
Finally, we're able to set up on B site. We have a lot of time to work with. We have a really good post plan to work with, and we just convert this round. And we secure the round. And I'll let this play out.
Got my trips.
Can you just hold flank?
Yeah. Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yeah.
I got blind, guys.
I'm
I
gonna
want
tuck
to
close,
play a
okay?
little safe so that I can blind.
Yep.
There's
at
2
least
market.
Give dog.
Yeah, my trips.
Yeah,
My trips.
Tap.
I'm blinding now. Can you peek with that?
Quick ping
I'm
bomb.
I'm
Jackie.
ulting.
Yeah, piggy.
Both hit.
Nice.
And yeah, we convert the round. Thank you all for watching, and I hope this was informative in some ways. Let me know any feedback y'all have from me in the comment. You all have a wonderful day.